Hello everybody, my name is Abby Lee Sayers and I am here to teach you about making great friendships and deeper interpersonal relationships. Today I want to talk to you about making time for others. Oftentimes I find that we end up procrastinating. We procrastinate for reasons of trying to avoid perceived pain, I would assume. We assume that somebody's going to yell at us for not calling them back soon enough, or for being late making that phone call, or not showing up on time, or at all. And it's our own procrastination that tends to get in the way. We need to make sure that we understand why we're procrastinating, why we're avoiding it. Usually I do. I feel that we're worried about what we are doing ourselves. We're worried about how they're going to make us feel, that we did something wrong by not calling back. We created a situation and we don't want to be reprimanded for it. So when that happens, we need to start paying attention. We need to pay attention to the little things. We need to be aware that life happens. We need to make sure we understand that that's okay. It's okay that we got busy. It's okay that we have other friends, we have other things, we have families, we have chores, we have work, and that we let time slip away, and that we didn't make that phone call, and we didn't make that day to meet up with somebody, or we forgot their birthday. And it's okay. And we need to understand that, give ourselves the grace to know that it's all right, but we also need to realize that when we get self-involved like that, we can take it deeper. We can become more self-involved, and we can ask ourselves, if somebody called me right now out of the blue and said, hey, I know I'm a couple of weeks late, I missed your birthday, I'm really sorry about it, but I wanted you to know that I was thinking about you and that I care and that I know life gets busy and I'm so sorry, but I'm calling you now because you're my friend and I love you. Would you be offended? Would you be upset by that? Would you feel that they're taking time out of your day and interrupting you? Or would you be happy that they called, happy to know that they cared and that they did remember? And even if they weren't able to make the time at that moment, would you be understanding and realize that it's okay? Would you say to yourself, oh, that happens to me too, I totally get it? If you don't hear from somebody for a week or two, and then it turns into a month or two, do you forget them? You don't know? Do they totally disappear from your mind? It sounds silly to say that, but I don't think it does. I don't think, we don't forget. We don't let them disappear completely. Just time gets away from us and we get too busy, and you look back and suddenly it's been 3 months since I last talked to you. And I feel really bad about it, and I get nervous, and then I procrastinate that phone call a little bit longer, or don't send that text message, and I feel bad. But if I look at myself enough, would I feel like I'm interrupting or causing a problem if I actually took the time to go and call you and say, shoot, I know it's been a couple of months and I'm really sorry that it took me so long, but I do think about you. I think about you on a regular basis, and I want you to know that, and I really apologize. I don't think they care. I know I don't. I'm just happy to hear from somebody and happy to know that I was on their mind and that they thought of me. So instead of being selfish and thinking that you're the only one whose life gets out of hand sometimes, and thinking that they're going to yell at you and be upset, take it a step further and think about how you would feel in that situation. And if you actually would appreciate it, give them a call. Give them a text. Say, hey, let's go meet for coffee. Give it another shot. Call them again. Even if you're the one that called the last time, don't count phone calls. Just if they're on your mind, give it a shot. I know I tend to be the one that does that. I call all the time. I'll call, and if you don't call me back, I'll call you again. It seems to be a good thing for me on my end. But some people can't do that. But if you can't do that, that's okay too. If you're thinking about somebody and you say, I'm too busy, I don't have time, it's a lie. It is a lie. You do have the time. You have the time to contact somebody in some way. Maybe not right this second, and it may be procrastinated a little bit longer because life does get in the way. But overall, you have the time. You have 5 minutes to call and say, hey, oh my God, I only have 5 minutes, but I wanted to call you and tell you that I thought of you. You have a couple of seconds to send a text message that says, hey, just wanting to know how your day's going, or to like somebody's Facebook post as you're scrolling through your timeline. All of those little things count, and they make a difference. And if we just try one step at a time to take all those little moments, it adds up, and it does mean something, because I'm sure that you appreciate all those things that people do for you, or the likes or the little words of encouragement in your comment section on Facebook, the text messages you get from friends, those phone calls from somebody you haven't heard from in a while, the chances that you actually get to meet up and go have dinner with one of your best friends. I'd say one of the best ways to create wonderful relationships is to actually make time for others. And even when you feel like you don't have time, there are little ways to do it. So when you can, take the time. Try to make others, feel good, and yourself too. Give yourself the grace to know that life is a busy thing, and it doesn't matter how much time goes by or what happens. Nobody's forgotten you. You take the time that you do have. I hope this has helped you in some way, and I look forward to talking to you again. All right. Have a good one.